Hey folks, just basically want to go over some charts, find some good trade setups for next week. Starting with some news, see if we have any events that happened or is coming up. Got some GBP news, some Euro news that came out today. Check out tomorrow. NFP news. Okay, USD. So let's chart some USD pairs, see some setups. Okay, I see the daily broke structure. However, we got a lot of liquidity up here. We have a value area here. Mark this right quick. Let's just see how this reacted off of this. As you can see, it went up to the 79%. Came down. We also have value here. So I'll move my value to the most recent. Sorry. Trying to grab this box here. This mouse is crazy. Let's go here. Here's our IOC right here. So I'm pretty bearish down to this area right here. Look for some entries. Probably should have used a bigger time frame for some later on alerts. But let's check out what we can do between today and tomorrow. You can see we broke structure here on a 30-minute. We could very well be coming back to test the value on this daily. Take out this liquidity. Let's draw a fib from where we broke structure. So basically what happened is we got a 50% retrace. Here's value on a 30-minute. Let's change that to purple. We're going to move this value around if we have to. We're just trying to see what price is doing. Set some good trades. So far, this is looking like a good entry right here. Right back to daily value. We'll see if price can get back above this area. If not, this is a potential sell here as well. Let's take the fibs. Let's see what we got here. Because we are above value, still above value, which is good for sell. We did get a retrace back here to the 70%. It's got a small value here. This could very well just start tanking again. Let's look back at the daily. We are inside of a daily IOC. But once we hit it here, it already came and reacted. I think this starts to tank again pretty soon. Let's drop down to the 1 minute. See what we got. We do have a 1 minute break in structure. So maybe in this area right here, we'll catch another sell. Let's see what that is. Got an IMG fill, supply. It's all right here. Potentially a sell here. See what that looks like on a 30 minute. We have to see how that reacts. Let's look at the phases and see what phase we're in. Especially out of this cycle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're in the 5th phase. So yeah, we should definitely be getting some retracements down. I wouldn't use this as my stop loss, this high technically, because this is liquidity, and I can almost assure that if it comes here, it's going to probably keep going up to the next level up here somewhere where we first had marked. Let's see here. Price broke structure. See, so that's a 50%. Oh, what happened to my fit? That's a 50% retrace. I'm sorry, I went down too far. So yeah, it will come all the way back to daily value. So I would use my stop loss at this high. Then I will ride it down to this low. Here. We have our IOC area for the 30 minute right here. Also a 1 minute IOC is above 30 minute value. Let's look at the 1 minute value real quick. Let's double check here. See, the value on the 1 minute is down here somewhere. Even if we look at the most recent, it would be here. Price kept coming back to this area. So let's label this as value on the 1 minute. It's definitely overvalued. Let's count what phase we're in. 1, 2, well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Somewhat of the 5th phase going up. I like to count this little wick as the same, so let's say 1, 2, 3, 4. We're in the 4th phase. Hopefully catch the 5th phase here. Let's come back down. Now we did break daily structure. Hasn't came back to this return. Let's get rid of some of this here. Let's get another confirmation and make sure this isn't a good buy instead of a sell. was a nice 50% retrace. I mean 70% came back. 1, 2, 3. Starting to think twice about this sell. I know there's a good order here. But the fact that this was a retrace, came back, it's still overvalued though, so I like to sell. We're overvalued. We actually should get some good momentum. We'll see what happens. I'm gonna set an alert right about here. This is about 8 to 10 pips away. Set that real quick on my app here for USDCAD. You should be able to hear it. Once we get some action. Okay. All right, let's look up another pair. Let's look at GU. This time we will start a little higher. Let's go to our monthly. Let's get a good view here first. Let me erase what I have. Let's start with a monthly view and see what we got. Okay, we can see value is here. Wow. Value. Let's see what stage we're in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're in the 5th stage. We're at monthly value, and me personally, I would just stay away. We want to trade something that's kind of coming back to value, and because this simply came to value, this can be going up and down for a while. I'm staying away from this for a little bit. Let's look at GCAD. Okay, we have this mark, but let's just remark it and see. And we're going to do one more after this. GCAD. Here's the value. Okay, now this is a little different here. We haven't broke structure. It's a lot of monthly liquidity up here. We just got back above value. This looks a little bit more bullish to me. Although we're above monthly value, there's another value set up here around 173. I like buys on this here. Let's see. Let's drop down to the 4-hour. Got a break in structure on the 4-hour. You know what? We're going to start this from this low. This is the low technically that we needed to break. I mean a high, I'm sorry. We're back in our golden zone. We have a 4-hour IOC here. Let's look at value. Price seems to be below 4-hour value. I mean, I like it. I want to drop down to the 15-minute in a minute. Let me just look and see some more information here. Got a low, got a high, got a higher low. Yeah, it should have a little bit more room to drop down. I am going to use a little bit of this. Mainly because of this 4-hour liquidity here. Maybe I would look for buys back below value, below this box here, taking out this liquidity at these lows. So we're going to remark this IOC that's been tested. And use this area here as a potential entry. We're going to have to re-verify this on the monthly just to make sure this looks strong. I don't like the fact that it rejected this supply zone here. Zoom in just to show you. This was a monthly IOC I almost overlooked. So technically we should be coming back to monthly value. And I'm not that bullish on it, which is why this return is probably a little too deep here. Okay, so with that being said, we broke 4-hour structure. Here was the low, gave us a lower high, low bow. So the price broke. Now we are inside of this liquidity area. I will wait for price to come all the way back and then sell it down. It could very well come here. Only if it comes here and give you a nice little double bottom, I would buy it. Other than that, I would only look for sales on GBP CAD, mainly in this area right here. This is where I would be shorting the market. I would set an alert. This trade probably take what, over a day or two. So between tomorrow and next week, it's like just like a good setup. Maybe if you can find a turnaround on a 15-minute down here somewhere, you'll look for a buy. But I technically would be scared of that with this liquidity area right here. Let's look at the 15-minute setup. And if you want to scalp, I'll show you how to scalp it because it's in a good scalp area as well. I'm trying to see how it broke structure here because it should basically keep doing the same thing until it hits one of those levels down there. But let's see. You broke structure right here. Just trying to see how the history is showing. Once you broke structure, you came back to the 79% IOC and rejected. right, so technically we just broke it again, broke this low supply zone, and we should be expecting the same exact thing until we get down to those levels. Let's just see what that looks like here. This could be a potential 50% rejection, or right here. This would be the shorter trade I would look for. Find out. We'll take it to a 4-hour level. You would definitely have to have a bigger stop loss. That's why it's kind of risky to trade this here inside of these levels. There's an IMG right here at the golden area at the top. That's probably where I would enter the market. This IMG fill. Let's see where the 4-hour level would be. I probably would just take it to this liquidity area. Right there. It's this 162.39. Current price is 162.96. But the entry would be at 163. So we're looking at potential 100 pips. You risk 30 pips for 107. 1-to-7 ratio. I'm gonna set an alert right there. It could keep tanking too, man. Like, that's just a potential entry we would look for. We don't just jump into the markets. It hasn't really gave us our swing high yet. So we'll see. But we're gonna set an alert right here at 163.25. 10 pips before our desired entry. I'm gonna set it right now. Hold up. I'm also gonna check out the one we just set. What is this? GBP CAD 163.25. Let's check out the one we just did an alert for. UCAD. Well, let's wait. The alert didn't go off. Let's just do one more real quick. Who else had news? Let's see here. And we're looking at Canadian pairs and GBP pairs. Also, USD. I'm sorry, not Canadian. USD and GBP pairs. That's what we're looking at. We're looking for. Let's check out USD JPY. See what they talking about. USD JPY. All right, let's get a nice little view here first. Sheesh. There we go. Let's check out our monthly. Whoa. This is whoa. This is a beauty right here. Okay, we got monthly value here. We have a nice little demand right here area. 126, 124 hasn't touched yet. So I'm definitely bearish on this. Let's look at how this looks. See when our low break here. Look at the move and see what happened. That was a perfect retrace after we broke the low. So we're waiting for the same thing again. Just broke, right? Now we have to wait for it to start coming back to know where we don't have that swing back yet. We got liquidity here. Let's look at our value area. It's below 4-hour value for sure. For sure. Hold on, guys. All right. That's our USDCAD alert. Let's check that out real quick. We'll come back to this. Switch to color candles just for viewing purposes. That's probably hard to see. I'm sorry. I use all black candles because I like the flow of the market. As you can see, it tested our area here. I'm not sure why I don't have anything marked. It took out liquidity. Let's look at the 1 minute setup. Come on. Guys, this joint acting crazy. There we go. I'm like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Okay, broke structure there. Yeah, see, it came back to this retrace already, so we're using this here. It already hit the IMG field, took out liquidity. We're going to watch and see if it holds this 50% here. If we get a close below, we're going to take the trade and use this as our stop loss up here. We didn't get to close yet. Let's see if we're going to get to our entry. One minute value is here. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're waiting for the 5th phase to start, and we should be good. Let's look at our 30-minute. Verify. 1, 2, 3, 4. Should start a 5th phase. Let's see what we got. I'm going to close my gold position I had a nice sell. Good profit. It's at that 30-minute IMG field, so I'm going to sit and wait. We waiting for price to react off this golden area, and then we gonna take this jump. See what we got. Let's see here. See how it's reacting right now. We get a close below this 50. In a couple of seconds, we're gonna take this trade. You need a nice strong close though. Okay. No close yet. Where the hell is this pair at? It's trying to move. It's still fighting this 30-minute IMG. Actually, almost touched it. Still didn't touch it yet. It's still fighting this 30-minute IMG. Sorry, guys. Didn't mean that. It's wanting us to take this trade pretty bad, but we wanted to really smack this area. Let's look at this 30-minute again. 30-minute really just opened a few minutes ago. Here we go. We're getting our reaction we wanted. All right, I'm going to take this trade. We haven't really hit the areas we wanted, but we are inside that 30-minute IOC. We broke a nice bear candle below our levels here. We didn't get as high as we wanted, which was only about 7 pips higher. So I'm taking the trade. I'm going to show you my stop loss here. Taking it here. That's where we entered the market. Want to have a real tight stop loss, about 5 or 6 pips. Let's get rid of that. We'll work our way down. to take it back to these lows right here. Because it's not the really desired entry you wanted, so we're just going to try to be modest with this here. There is some liquidity built up. But we're going to be happy with a 4 pip risk. Watching how price reacts to this area. See, when I change the colors, it's hard to see. I just like to see black. Black candles. Show me movement. You didn't close above this low yet. It's kind of what would have been even better. Let's see what we got. Now this is a type stop loss. A lot of people like to, have a little looser stop losses, which is cool. But I advise that when you loosen up your stop loss, try to take a smaller position in these areas. And then maybe you can enter the market again at these areas and take another position. So you have like 2 lots of the same size, and you'll have the same exact amount you wanted in the first place, just at a better average price. But yeah, I would advise just getting something light here and then re-entering the market here if you want to use a looser stop loss. I keep mine pretty tight because I like to go off of what I see reacting. If not, I take the 4 pips and maybe enter like 10 pips higher or something, Get a better price. So we built value. The 1 minute value is here, but we also built some value here at the 30 minute. Price is overvalued, but it's expanding. We're in a phase 2 right now. So it'll be kind of more likely to take the trade when it comes here and then back up than to sell it. But I'm actually still looking at this main value source. So 3, 4. Right now it seems to be just accumulating again in our little area. So I wouldn't be surprised if it just peeks its head out, then come down. But I took the trade off of this rejection, could not get above, and it came back below this 50%, pretty strong. Created a nice little IOC, but we'll see. Let the price accumulate. Let's watch it for a little bit. Very minimum risk. I keep typing the wrong thing. I'm sorry, guys. I'm typing something on this post. This thing keep spell checking the wrong thing. There we go. Sheesh. Maybe my phone need to update. This joint is accumulating pretty good. Mainly because I think the price getting stuck here for the reason of the 30-minute candles just starting like 10 minutes ago, 15 minutes ago. But that's cool. We'll see what happens. I'll set an alert real fast for in this area. What's that, 29? So I can move on and check something out real quick. It's this UCAD. So we're going to use the same alert and label it different. Stopwatch. I want to check this one stock out real fast. Okay, just wanted to see what it was doing here. Got a 1, 2, 3. Starting the fourth phase, going back up. This is a 5 minute. Let's look at the 1 hour. Alright, I think this is pretty safe. So I just wanted to check that. Not sure if I had an alert set on that. I don't actually, so we're gonna set one real quick and get back to it. Cool. All right, let's see what we got here on USD Canadian dollar. Seems to be trying to react here overvalue. As soon as we get to these lows, back, let's say to the 30-minute value, that's where we're going to make our stop loss even. It's going to be a risk-free trade. So we need to get a nice close below this area here. We'll have a risk-free trade. So if we can get it, this thing's been fighting this IOC right here for a little bit. It's creating another one, but building up a lot of liquidity. Let's get rid of these high and lows to make things look a little simple. I like to mark my high and lows here. That's the only indicator I pretty much use, so I can actually see the high and lows. It's much easier than trying to mark them myself. And you can pretty much see when something breaks the low and things like that. It's already labeled. So, but once I read what I read, I'm good. I don't pretty much need it. It becomes a distraction. And I'm looking at straight structure and value. What structure is it in? And is it overvalued or undervalued? Come on and break. Don't play around. We'll probably do another live session tonight, Asian session. So look for us around between 8 p.m., 9 p.m. We're going to get it in tonight. Let's get this money. And I'm talking about these markets should be moving, especially GBP, JPY. I got my eyes on that one. I've been in a sell today. I think I just took profit on the rest of it, but this jump was pushing. You feel me? Caught this entry today, carried it down. Hasn't hit the next area yet. Actually, I'm still in my sell waiting for this end area to hit. It's a risk-free trade though. No issues there. So if we hit here, I'm trying to get another sell up in this area somewhere, potentially. Or maybe up as high as here. I'll have to wait for this swing back to find out where the Fibonacci will take me. Let's go back to UCAD. See, we're starting to break lows now. See how we broke the low in the 1 minute? Now we got to break in structure again. Ultimately, we came from the bigger one, which was here. That's why we was eyeing this area. Took out this liquidity. Filled the IMG. Now we didn't quite get up high enough, but we are inside of a 30-minute IOC. Keep that in mind. We took out this low. Now let's erase that fib. We need a retracement back to find out where to put this fib correctly. It hasn't started retracing back yet. But when I put this fib here, I'm going to start using a stop loss even shorter, to be honest. Because this thing should break and keep going, technically. Just to try to aggressively get back to value. We can put these back here. Now that I look at it, the one that broke structure came back. Oh, that's right. It came back a couple of times. We did say that. That's why we used the bigger one. We can probably still stay here though. Both ones are valid. I just didn't like the fact that it came back twice. Freaking 3 times on this one. So I used the bigger one. much more accurate. Especially when you see something's coming back to the same area. That's called a value area. That means price had created value in that along those lines. Creates a lot of price action. So you want to get it above value or below. So once it starts coming back here 2 or 3 times, this is a value area. Boom, came back to value area. Boom, came back to a value area. You'll buy it below it, sell it above it. Simple as that. It's back below it, but we want it to keep coming down. Especially after it already retraced to our area here. I think I may close that GBP JPY pretty soon. Just shrink my stop. Well, it's already pretty much even. I'll let it ride. I'll let it ride. Stop loss is damn near even anyway. It's risking 3 pips. All right, let's see. All right, so we got our alert set for this trade. USDCAD, we got one set at 29, 33.29. And let's just set one at 33.15. So when it closes below that, we'll just go ahead and shrink our stop loss. I'm setting mine now. I'm labeling it shrink. The goal of my trading is to get every trade risk-free. Profits will come eventually, later on down the line. But I think the object of an entire trading system is to be trading with damn near no capital. Make a one-time investment and let the investment keep working for you. And the only way you do that is by trading risk-free. Getting some good entries and letting it ride to certain areas, and you shrink your stop loss to even. It's risk-free. Let the capital work for you. But other than that, I'm glad you checked me out today. We will be doing this more often. See you in a few hours in the Asian session. I'm checking out.